Sometimes we're asked the question through our contact form on personalwings.com website, what would be a good initial type rating if somebody was trying to do their own professional development? They've got hours, maybe they have an ATP, maybe they're former military vet, or they are a former 121 pilot. Trying to figure what would be a good initial type rating to make themselves more marketable. It all depends upon the area that you live in, because there's different kinds of airplanes. The best thing, of course, is if you can get an employer to pay for those type ratings, because they range anywhere from $15,000 to $150,000, depending upon what airplane it is, whether it's a Cessna or it moves all the way up to the Gulfstreams. I would suggest to somebody that they said, hey, I would like to get a type rating that might make me marketable. At least show me that, hey, I've got a type rating. I'd like to do this under Part 91 or 135, something like that, to make them more sellable, I guess, to a potential employer. So you look at those, somebody said, hey, should I get a Mustang type rating? We're like, well, there's only 465, 470 of those, and a lot of those are owner-operators. So that's probably not a good one. They say, okay, what about an older Citation? There's a lot of the 550s, 560s, etc. So that's a good one. That's a pretty decent one to do. And there's a lot of people that offer them, and you can do that at a good cost. So you may want to look in those. Or you might anticipate flying into like some of the Citation jets, and that's like the 525S rating. The advantage of the 525S rating in particular is it can be used legally for the CJ, CJ1, CJ1 plus 2, 2 plus, 3, 3 plus, and 4. Doesn't mean that if you go to one training, you are competent in all those aircraft. No, Tigre is shaking his head behind the camera. But at least it's a rating, and then you can do the transition. So that's a pretty good one. There's a number of places that do it. There's Loft in Carlsbad, California, which is very good. There's CAA, there's Simcom, there's Flight Safety, etc. And there's a lot of other places that you can do. So that's one that's useful. Another really good one, if you want to get into the bigger birds, is the Excel type rating. So that's a really nice one. That's a crewed airplane. That's pretty good. It's a little bit more expensive to do those ratings. There are other aircraft out there to be able to get a rating in. I don't know that I'd spend money on a Gulfstream or a Falcon or something like that, unless you really just want to fly those planes. It's better to try to find somebody that can maybe move you into the right seat or type you in the left seat if you're qualified with other aircraft. So that's sort of the guidance I look at, is how many airplanes could you fly by that one type rating, and then go from there and look at geographically. So sometimes in certain parts of the country or in other countries, there may be a particular aircraft type, make and model in your area where you want to fly that's very popular. And of course that changes with time, but I hope that gives you a little bit of some ideas. Do a little research in your local area, find out what airplanes are around, find out maybe if somebody will pay for your rating, which is always nice. I've paid for virtually all of mine, and then go from there. If you want to invest, it's great training, won't hurt. One thing just to let you know is if you get a rating, let's say in a 525, and you go work for a 135 operator, their requirements by the FAA is that you probably have to go to that training again. So if you want to go the 135 route, it's probably better to try to see if you can get them to pay for the rating. 91's a little different story, and work for that. So good luck with your career. Hope that works. I love helping to mentor people. You can ask us questions on our website and personalwings.com, or we have a lot of videos on YouTube, our YouTube channel, Personal Wings, that people ask us, and Tigre and I try to respond as much as we possibly can. So hope you enjoyed this. Hit the like button down there if this worked out for you. Hit subscribe if you'd like to know about our other videos, and thanks for watching.